All right, so this is for the men of air. This is for March 2021. This is going to be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm going to do it in that order. So the first sign up is Gemini. So this is for the Gemini man for the month of March 2021. So we're going to do 3 cards. The first card represents your spiritual, your personal or religious growth. The second card for Gemini man represents your money, career, and finance. And the third card for the Gemini man represents your love life, your social life, and your family life. The next deck of cards that I'm going to use is the obstacles that occurs in each of those areas of the Gemini man's life. Okay, again, this is the men of air for March 2021. We're starting off first with the Gemini man. Then we will move on to the Libra man, and then we will do the Aquarius man. Okay, so the next deck that I'm going to use is the outcome for all these areas in the Gemini man's life. All right. Number 2, and then number 3. We're going to take this one. Okay, so we're starting off with the Gemini man. This is for March 2021. This represents his spiritual, this card here represents his spiritual, religious, personal growth. So we have the devil energy in reverse for the Gemini man. So the devil energy is Capricorn energy. It came out in reverse. So this could talk about you relinquishing toxic energy that is been holding you back in your personal and spiritual growth process. Okay, we could talk about you letting go of that toxic energy. It could be a toxic relationship. It could be something that you may have had an addiction to. Okay, but we have that clarified with the firefly spirit. So let's see what that means here in reference to your spiritual and personal growth. Okay, so with the firefly here, when it comes upright, it means that the energy is balanced, which is good. So the firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive gift? So when this is in balance, this talks about you writing, creating, and brainstorming. So whatever toxic energy, we have that clarified with love, okay? So this is beautiful energy here for your personal spiritual growth. So basically what this is saying here is that you've let go of some toxic behaviors that were holding you back. And you may have been through some atrocious things, some things that people would not believe unless they actually saw it on a movie screen or read it in a book or actually have been there and experienced it with you. So for some of you, it's a good time to write. So write what you've been through, write your experiences, journal daily, and then maybe see about getting it published, okay? But this is beautiful energy here. This is showing that you definitely have let go of some toxic energy and that you're definitely going through a transition. Beautiful energy, Gemini man, in reference to your personal and spiritual growth. Now let's take a look at your career, money, and finances. So we have the hangman that came out in reverse, okay? The hangman energy. Now, it came out in reverse. This is energy of Neptune, okay? And then we have that clarified with the oyster, which came out in reverse. So with the career, money, and finance here, I feel like maybe you are seeing that you need to take action on something right away. This could also represent the fact that you are seeing things clearly now. Maybe you were in hangman mode because you were deciding on what you were going to do or how you were going to do it. But I feel like here you may have gotten some clarity here. Okay, maybe it's about writing that book about the things you've experienced. But let's see what this oyster spirit represents here for you. Okay, so when it comes out in reverse, which oyster spirit did, it means that the energy is not balanced. And when it's not balanced, it represents reluctancy, gripping, and clams up. I don't know what that means, but let's see. So with the oyster energy here, it says the focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy and doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. See, yeah, this is telling me you need to write this book, Gemini. All right? And then we have the doctor energy confirming that. So like this is you this is like a consult. So you see she's sitting in the chair here and she's basically explaining to him what she's been through. So he's taking her pulse, he's taking her temperature, trying to get an understanding of what could be going on with her. So this is all about you taking your pulse, taking your temperature financially to see, hey, what can I do? How can I make money? What can I do to get my going? Write a book about what you've been through. This is what it's telling me right here. So I'm just delivering a message to you. You're the men of air is the last reading of the 4 elements that I've done. You're the first of the air, but this is the first message that I've ever got where it's coincided like this, where it's saying you've come out of some tragic situations in reference to your spiritual growth and your personal growth and your journey, and you should put it in a book. So maybe you should talk to a publisher if you've already got some things written down. Talk to a publisher. If you were a poet, some of you maybe you wanted to do music of some sort, but do something in a creative way where you're able to journal your experiences, maybe make a movie. I'm telling you, that's what I'm seeing here. Now let's take a look at your love life, your personal life, like with your friends and your family and things like that. So we have the Chariot energy that came out in reverse here. This is Cancerian energy, okay? That's the 4th house, which deals with your home. So this could have something to do with you growing up as a child. It could have something to do with you as an adult, the current home that you're in. It could have something to do with your spirit. But we have that clarified with the Nightingale energy. All right, so let's see what that means here. The Nightingale energy is upright, so that means that it is positive energy, which is good. All right, so for the Gemini man, for his love life, his social life, and his family life, we have the Chariot energy in reverse, as well as the Nightingale spirit. Now, with the Nightingale spirit, it says, the song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. See, I was talking about writing and composing and music. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. Oh, see, look at 3 different energies that talk about you expressing the things that you've been through writing in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so when this is in balance, it says that you sing, you speak freely with kindness. Okay, so when it comes to singing your life story with the Chariot energy in reverse, again, this is representing 4th house. The things that you've been through as a child, what happened in your family, what happened in your environment, because a lot of that has to do with some of the toxic energy that you were in and that you have come up out of. And now you can manifest from those experiences and that wisdom by writing down what you've been through, putting it in song, putting it in a book, putting it in a vlog, set up a YouTube channel and talk about some of the things you've been through. We have that clarified with thought in reverse. Like, it's a no-brainer for you. You don't even have to think about it. Some of the things that you've been through are worthy of being expressed to others. People need to hear your story. They need to hear what you've been through. All right? So hopefully that inspires you in some way, shape, or form to take what you've experienced and to put it in writing in some way, shape, or form, because that's a very strong message that I'm getting for you, Gemini man. Now we have divine timing cards here. These cards represent certain periods of time. I'm going to pull them out. We're going to pull 3 to see if they resonate with your situation. If it does, great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. All right? It's just a little extra something I've added in here to the readings. So we got 1, 2, 1 more, 3. So we got tomorrow. So maybe with this message here, some of you are inspired to, maybe this is something that triggered a thought in you that you've already thought about. Maybe you thought about writing this stuff down already. And so now maybe tomorrow you're going to get on it. You never know. The next full moon may be significant to you all. The next full moon is the Libra full moon, and it'll be in the next season, which is Aries. We're in Pisces right now. We're going into Aries, I believe it's March 19th. March 19th, March 20th, 21st, something like that. We're going into Aries, and then maybe about a week, 7 to 10 days after that, anytime between then, we're going to have the full moon in Libra. All right. So between now and the next full moon, that might be significant to you and what you're experiencing. And then also Scorpio season could be significant to you. It could be last Scorpio season, or it could be this coming Scorpio season. Okay. So let's go ahead and get you guys some advice here with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So this is for the Gemini man. We want to see what advice Spirit has for you. We're going to do 3 cards for the Gemini man. What does the Gemini man need to hear? What messages for the Gemini man for March 2021? All right, so we have 3 cards here. So the first card, it says, Whale Spirit, trust in the great mystery. Maybe this is all about some of the things that you've been through, the experiences in your life, the mysteries of your life that make you who you are. You know, maybe this is what this energy is about here. But it's saying to trust in the mystery of the things that you don't know. Mystery of things you don't know, things you can't see. All right, so maybe it's all about this book. Maybe you're having second doubts about it. Maybe you thought about doing it before. But now, you know, with this message, you're more inspired to do it. So trust in that, okay? Then we have Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Yeah, so this is all about, you know, you coming out of a major toxic environment or situation. So now you have to tend to the small things. The small things could be something as simple as just making sure that you're taking care of yourself more now. You're eating, you know, a little bit better, a little bit more healthier than you were before. You're paying attention to the environments that you're around now. You know, you're not so quick to argue with people who, you know, don't make any sense and don't have any positive energy. You know, this is all about taking care of you. Maybe going to get a massage, going to get your feet done, going to get a manicure, going to get a nice brush up, or you know, a haircut, or you know, get your beard shapened up. Maybe just go get fitted for a suit if you have it like that. You know, just do the little things to take care of you. Okay. Tend to the small things. Also, if you're going to write this book, you got to journal every day, right? So just start writing down what you remember, whatever it is that you remember, and then you're able to compile those thoughts and get them into a book. And then we have use your mind wisely. Yeah, see? Use your mind wisely. This is exactly what we're talking about. So you putting those thoughts down on paper, you know, whatever it is that you've experienced or whatever it is that you want to express. And I love this message for you, Gemini man. This is pretty dope. All right. So this is what I have for the Gemini man for March 2021. Hopefully this was a message that gave you some inspiration, that provided some insight, so that you're able to make the best decisions for you. Now we're going to move on to the Libra man. Okay. So this video is for the men of air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The first reading that I did was for the Gemini man. We just wrapped that up, and now we're moving on to the Libra man. Okay, so we're going to shuffle this deck here. The major arcana that we're going to pull for the Libra man. Welcome, Libra man. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for checking out the video. If this resonates, make sure you click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right. So we're going to do 3 cards for the Libra man. The first one represents his spiritual, religious, or personal growth. The second card represents his career, finance, and money. And then the third card represents his love life, his social life, and his family life. All right, and so the next set of cards that I'm taking here is going to represent the obstacles in each of those areas of the Libra man's life. All right, this is the Men of Air, March, March 2021, Men of Air. We just finished Gemini. We're now starting the Libra man's reading. Didn't Gemini just get that there too? Somebody got Turtle Spirit in the beginning before. All right, this is a card that's not come out for anyone before. Just one more, please. Thank you. One too many. Okay, we just need one card for the Libra man for his love life, his social life, and his family life. Thank you. All right, so the next deck I'm going to pull out is the outcome for each of those areas of the Libra man's life. All right. All right, so for the Libra man, for March 2021, your spiritual, religious, personal growth. The current situation here in this area of your life is the Chariot energy, Cancerian energy, okay? This Cancer rules the fourth house. So in reference to your personal, spiritual, religious growth, I feel like you're moving on despite the hardships that you were dealing with. Some of you were dealing with some very difficult, challenging situations and scenarios. It could be scenarios that have occurred since your childhood life, or it could be something that just went on in a relationship that you were in. Maybe you're no longer in this relationship, or maybe you are. Your relationship went through a rough patch, and maybe you guys are deciding to carry on and move forward. We have the Turtle Spirit that came out in reverse here for this area of your life. So let's take a look and see what Turtle Spirit means. All right, hold on. Gotta get the turtle. Here we go. So because the Turtle Spirit came out in reverse, it means the energy of the turtle is unbalanced. So the energy that's unbalanced is you slow down to a halt. So you may be going a little too slow. So with Turtle Spirit here, it says it is wonderful to be in the presence of the turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and the water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers, and they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. So for some of you, moving on here from this tragic situation that you were in, it slowed you down a lot. This was something that really took a toll on you, Libra man. And the universe is just letting you know that they see that no matter what you went through or how terrible it was, that you're not going to let it completely stop you. So it may have slowed you down a little bit, but just keep moving is what the universe is saying. And then the outcome here is the Scholar card in reverse. Okay. So for some of you, maybe you need to speak with someone. Maybe you need to speak with a professional, because maybe you're at a point where you feel like you're stuck and you're not able to move forward. That's just for some of you. For others of you, you could be, maybe you can't afford to see someone. So maybe you're doing some self-help, trying to pull yourself out of the situation that you were in. You may want to check. I did a couple of videos. If you look in the 2021 collective playlist in reference to healing, for some of you, this is inner childhood wounds that you may be healing and coming up out of. Okay, so you may want to check that out. But, do some research in reference to helping yourself, because in the end, All we have is ourselves. You know what I mean? And, we can go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, or we can listen to other people in reference to what they feel is best for us. But it's up to us to sift through that information and see what resonates with our spirit, and then take that and put it into our own terms or our own use, so that it is truly unique and it fits just for us. Okay? So that's what I have for your spiritual, religious, and personal growth. All right. So now for your career, money, and finance for the Libra man. All right. The current situation we have is the moon energy, which is Cancerian energy again. Okay. So this is maybe what's unknown to you. Maybe there's something that you're looking to find out about, how to make money, how to make more money. What's the best career path for you? And then we have that clarified with the unicorn energy. So I think that's a good card, but we will see what's going on with the unicorn energy here for the Libra man in reference to his career, money, and finance. Okay, so this is reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. So it says it's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The Maya answers, maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with destiny or with divinity, and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition came from or where it comes from, and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power, and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplainable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day to day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for answers. So this is just saying, with the moon energy, you're questioning things, and with the unicorn energy, it's reiterating that. So you're truly trying to find out where you fit in reference to career, money, and finance. Now, we have the outcome here, which is a beautiful thing, as the Lord energy. So the Lord energy reminds me of the Emperor energy in the traditional tarot. So this is good energy here. So you're taking the lead. You're taking the lead. You're taking a control of your situation, of your destiny, financial wise, career wise, and you're trying to figure out what steps you need to take that will best suit you. So what I'm showing here is that, you're curious as to where to start, and that alone is taking initiative. So you have to explore what it is that you're interested in. What is it that you truly enjoy? What is it that you truly desire? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What is the ideal job going to be for you, or the ideal work scenario going to be for you? What is it that you're truly passionate about that you could do whether you made money from it or not? Like, these are some of the things that you're going to be thinking about when you're thinking about how you're going to make your money. All right. So that's what I have for you. Some of you, maybe you retired and you still want to come out into the world and make money, but you're trying to figure out what you want to do. For some of you, you could be stepping out for the first time. Maybe you're considering school, taking some classes, getting a certification in something. But these are all the things that you do want to consider. With this Emperor energy here, or this Lord energy here, you may want to start in real estate. Some of you may want to own land or own property, or you may want to be your own entrepreneur, on your own business. All right. So it's totally up to you. The possibilities are endless, is what this is saying. All right. So as far as the Libra man's love life, personal life, social life, family life, we have the Empress energy. She came out in reverse. The Empress is Taurus or Libra, so that's you. All right. So we have the Sea Serpent, clarifying that. So that's the obstacle in this situation. Now with the Empress in reverse energy here, this could be that you're in relationships that are stagnant, that have no growth. You've been in these relationships or connections for a very long time, and it could very well be time for you to step out of these relationships so that you can experience some type of growth in that area. So let's see what the Sea Serpent Spirit is talking about here. Okay, so with the sea serpent, now it came out in reverse, but let's read the definition of it up right here. It says the sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness into heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, which is what came up for you, your emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of your life, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. I get for some of you, you're questioning your sexuality. Okay. We have the outcome here being the letter in reverse. So some of you, you may know how you feel inside as far as your sexuality is concerned. Maybe you're bisexual. Maybe you're another member of a different member of the LGBT community. And maybe that's difficult for you to express to your family, your friends, and your loved ones. Maybe you're keeping that from them. It could be because you're questioning it, or it could be because you know that maybe they won't accept you for who you are. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like, maybe you're having problems expressing your feelings, your emotions to your loved ones, your family. Maybe you're having problems. Maybe that's something that happened to you as a child. Maybe you were a man who grew up and was told men don't cry, or, you're going to be a punk, you're going to be a sucker if you cry. And so maybe you don't know how to handle feelings. Okay. And so as a result, maybe that is something that spilled over negatively in your relationships with women or men, whoever you deal with. And so maybe you're having problems with relationships altogether because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. Okay. So that could be something that you want to look into. All right. But there's some type of emotional block or hindrance here in reference to growth, because we got the Empress energy in reverse. So you definitely want to look at that, and figure out if this is something that you need to talk to someone about. Because again, here we got this card here, which could represent the fact that you may need to speak with a counselor of some sort, or maybe do some more inner work or inner healing, if you're doing it yourself. Okay. So that's what I'm showing for the Libra man. Now, I got some divine timing cards here. These cards I designed because I wanted to be able to add more of a definitive time frame to the readings. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 of these. Now, these time frames that I pull may be relevant to you, or they may not be at all. Don't worry about it if it's not. If it is, then great. All right, this is just to add a little bit of variety, and because there's so many people that I do readings for, maybe this will resonate for some. So I have right now, okay? So maybe at the time of this reading right now, there's some type of thought or conclusion that you may have come to, or some type of thought that was sparked in any way, shape, or form based on what we discussed. If so, then I have done my job as a reader, okay? If not, then it's not for you. That's fine. Last spring may be important to you all, okay? Something that went on last spring. If not, don't worry about it. And then we have September. This could be September of last year, or this coming September could be relevant to you in some way, shape, or form, okay? So now what I'm going to do, Libra man, is I'm going to get you some advice with the Spirit Animal Oracles. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, and we'll see what the universe has for you in reference to advice. Let me make sure I shuffle these here really good. All right, so what do we have for the Libra man? We're doing the Men of Air video. We just did Gemini, and we are now working on Libra. After Libra, we will be doing Aquarius, the Aquarius man. So 3 cards for the Libra man, please. What messages of advice do we have for the Libra man? Messages for the Libra man, please. All right, that's way too many. Just need 3. 3 cards for the Libra. 1. 2 more for Libra, please. 2. 1 more for Libra. Come on, 1 more. Thank you. All right. So the first card that came out was Evil Spirit. It says Spirit has your back. So no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter what it is that you're experiencing, know that if you talk to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your God, your Jesus, your Buddha, whoever it is you go to for support and show gratitude, they have your back. You just need to let them know that you appreciate everything that they're doing for you. And you need to let them know that you want them to enter into your life and to step in where you are weak. And you want them to give you some insight into the situation that's heavy on your heart. Okay? So just communicate with them. You have to invite them into your life. Your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're always looking out for us. They're always there. But because we have free will, they can't just jump in. So they look at us like they're watching a scary movie. Like, don't go that way. Don't go through the door. Don't go through the door. And you go through. But if you call on them, they may step in so that that doorway is blocked, or that you get a message and you understand, okay, I'm not going to go that way. You know what I'm saying? So call on them, okay? We have Cat Spirit. It says claim your independence. Now that's in reverse. So I feel like this has a lot to do with your emotional independence here in reference to your social life, your love life, and your family life, okay? I feel like you're not claiming your independence. You're allowing, maybe some things that went on in your childhood to control your level of independence as far as who you are and who you want to be and who you want to show the world that you are. I feel that strongly here. So I feel like you have to step out and claim your independence, claim who you are, accept who you are, be happy with who you are. That might be easier said than done. Some of you, it may be something as extreme as you leaving the area and going someplace where you can truly be who you are. Okay, then we have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. So this is telling me it's time to let go of some past emotional hang-ups that you may have had, okay? Because what's going on is you're trying to grow, you're trying to ascend, and these hang-ups that you have, or these issues that you may have acquired, as early as childhood for some of you, are holding you back. They're holding you back from being free, from being who you want to be, for allowing people to accept you for who you are. So, first of all, you have to love you. You can't expect people to love you when you don't love you for who you are. So there's some things that you're going to have to let go of here. I feel like for some of you, you may need to work with therapy, a therapist, or you may need to work with various forms of self-help and I feel like you know that, but I feel like you've come a long way thus far. With just understanding of what you've been through in the past, and that, you've been through some things and that you got some things to process. So that's beautiful energy. Now, I do hope that this reading was able to provide you with some insight, some clarification, so that you're able to make the best decisions for you in your life, Libra man. And I do want to thank you for tuning in. And so we're wrapping up the Libra reading, the Libra man reading, and we're going on to the Aquarius man. All right, so we are doing the Men of Air for March 2021. We have already completed the Gemini reading. We did that first. And then we also went and did the Libra reading. We just got done with Libra. And now we are going to do Aquarius. So if you've missed any of the ones that you would like to see, you will have to rewind the video. All right, but thank you for coming and checking out the video. If it resonates, please click the like button. So we're now doing the Aquarius man for March 2021. So the first card for the Aquarius man represents his spiritual, religious, or personal growth. The second card for the Aquarius man represents his money, finance, and career. The third card for the Aquarius man represents his love life, his social life, and his family life. All right. The next set of cards that I'm going to put out represents the obstacle in each of these areas of life for the Aquarius man. All right. Thank you. for the Aquarius man. Thank you. One more for the Aquarius man. Thank you. Everybody's been getting that turtle spirit in reverse. All right, so these cards that I'm putting out represent the outcome for each of these areas in the Aquarius man's life. All right. All right. So we're now on the Aquarius man. This is for March 2021. We're looking at the spiritual, religious, personal growth area for the Aquarius man. The current energies we have in that area are the Strength card in reverse. This is Leo energy. Now with the Strength card in reverse, this could represent you succumbing to, some trials and tribulations that you've experienced along your spiritual and personal journey. Okay, this could represent maybe you, we all fall victim sometimes to some temptation. So I feel like this might be the case for you here. And then we have that clarified as far as the obstacle in this situation is the peacock spirit. It came out in reverse. So let's take a look and see what that means as far as your spiritual or religious or personal journey. Peacock. Okay, here we go. So the peacock energy here, it talks about the beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life, so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self of others. Okay, so this came out in reverse, so it's in balance. So this is a hard level to reach. So, don't feel bad about this here. But when it's out of balance, it can't digest situations. So you could have a short temper here. Okay, there could be some things going on and you get frustrated, and as a result it's just that you can't accept the reality of the situation. You cannot accept the outcome. It's frustrating to you, and so as a result, with the journey card, the outcome card here, you're not able to move on. So you're stagnant in your spiritual growth and your spiritual evolution because of the fact that you have to learn to, you got to know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run, that type of thing. But basically what it's saying is that, you can't harbor resentment from past conflicts. Like, I feel like you're holding on a lot of anger and resentment from past conflicts, past arguments, past situations that have occurred. And sometimes when we harbor resentment because of those things, it's because we did not speak our mind in those scenarios or situations. Now, it's one thing to have an encounter with someone and you speak your mind, but you two don't, there's no meeting of the minds, and then there's anger or frustration. But there's a lot less anger when you have expressed how you felt about a situation. So if this is why you're angry, because maybe you haven't got to express how you truly felt, so you're feeling unheard and you feel that you still got all that buildup in you, you got to do things to get that out. So maybe doing some type of vigorous sports might help you. Okay, boxing, kickboxing, something that's going to help you get out that frustration. Running will help you do that. And then what you need to do moving forward is, if something is bothering you, don't bite your tongue, because sometimes somebody will get on your nerves, and you won't say anything, but they'll do it repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. And then what happens is we end up exploding as something, and the person was like, well, damn, all I did was something real minor, nothing for this person to be all crazy about. But what it is because you held it in for so long and you haven't expressed it, that it got to the point where that one thing that tipped you over just made you just fully explode. And you don't want to get to that point, because people are going to misunderstand you and think you're crazy, and you're not crazy. It's just that you're not expressing yourself. You're holding things in. So do yourself a favor and get that shit out. Get it out. All right. So that's what I got for your spiritual growth and your personal growth. Let's take a look at your career, finance, and money for the Aquarius man. So we have the Sun card in reverse, another Leo card in reverse. This has to do with your ego, your self-esteem, your pride. Okay. For here, it's not speaking up, not standing up for yourself, not standing your ground. Okay, and speaking how you feel. Here, this is about money. Okay, so with the Sun card in reverse here, I feel like your solar plexus is blocked. You may want to work with some crystals, like the tiger's eye is good for you to work with for your solar plexus. You may want to look at the different types of foods you can eat for your solar plexus, but I feel like it's blocked here. Um, we have the fox spirit is the obstacle here. It came out in reverse. So let's take a look at how this is affecting your career, money, and finance here. All right, so fox spirit. So with the fox, because it came out in reverse, that means the energy of the fox is unbalanced. And it says that it's sneaky, unsure of their identity. So I feel like with this sun energy in reverse here, you could be in your work, career, finance, you could be dealing with people that you can't put a finger on. You don't know who they are. You can't figure them out, so to speak. But with this fox energy here, it says being smart, being strong, a strong partner or a mate or a wise teacher. The fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. Fox energy helps us to stay true to those most dear to us, and when this card appears, reconnect to those you love. Foxes don't do well when they slip away, okay? So in reference to your career here, I feel like, again, about speaking up, going for what it is that you truly want. Maybe you're in the process of working on something, and in the future it's going to reveal itself, because the sun card in reverse could represent delayed gratification. So for example, you could be in school, and once you're done and you graduate, then you'll be able to be successful in that career. That represents the sun card in reverse, delayed gratification, delayed success. All right. And then with this fox energy here, this is just basically being unsure. Okay. So again, you may not be sure that what you're doing is going to lead you to success. Okay. And so we have the outcome here is consolation. So you're trying to figure out and understand why. I feel like you're questioning yourself. Okay, I'm going to school because of this, but at the same time, is this really what I want to major in? Because this is a hypothetical situation, of course. Is this really what? So you're going back and forth with what it is that you want. It's like you're not 100% solid in your decision as far as where you're going. So you have to find something that you are 100% solid in, that this is what you want to do. What is it that you enjoy doing as far as anything in particular, like a hobby that you enjoy doing, that you could do it for free? Because what you want to do is you want to take that and see if you can find a way to make money. You rule internet and online activities and forward movement. So, maybe find something to do online, making money online. All right. But maybe it's just that you're having a problem finding something that really sits well with you, that you're comfortable with. That's something that you're going to have a talk with your higher self about, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your ancestors. So you may need to reach out to them about that, ask them to step in, ask them to guide you in the proper way to where your career aspirations will serve you and the greater good. And they'll help you. You just have to ask them for help. All right. So that's what I got for your career, money, and finance. Let's take a look at the last section of your reading here, which is your love life, your family life, and your social life. And the overall current energy for that is this is the Libra energy of the justice, major arcana justice. So that's good. Okay, that means everything is fair and balanced in your relationship life, your love life, your personal life, and your family life. Now we have that clarified with the turtle spirit that came out in reverse. So let's see what that means here for you in your personal life, your relationships. Now the turtle energy, when it's in reverse, it means it's unbalanced. So the unbalanced energy means it's slow. It's slow down to a halt. Now let's see. So it says, it's wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality like the beaver. The turtle has a strong relationship with earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect him to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. So, this is all about telling your story. So, things may be fair and balanced in your life, but I feel like you would experience, I feel like this is good karma. You would get more good karma if you, how does it say, how does it word it here? Okay, so grounding and connecting with the deeper truths of life. Okay, no matter where their travels lead you. So no matter what you've been through in your relationships here, I feel like maybe telling your story may be a great way for you to express what's going on with your family and friends. I feel like that's karmic. I feel like there's something justice or justified in you telling your story about the relationships you have with family and friends. And then we have a servant energy here. So this is an energy of someone who is usually with this deck, it's traditional, means she's single. Um, but this could also be, how you have, helped and served your family members, your lovers, and your friends accomplish their goals and things like that. And so at this point now it's like, okay, they've slowed you down, helping them, trying to make things right, trying to make things just and fair for them. I feel like you're giving too much of your time and energy to them instead of putting that into yourself. That might be why you're depleted in these areas where it comes to your career as well as your personal growth here. All right, because you're too busy giving to everybody else, but nobody's filling you up. So you're giving, 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 and you're depleting your cup, and then there's nothing in it. So now you have nothing when you need to sit down and figure out what's up and what's going on. So I feel like what this is saying here is that, it's great to be supportive to your friends, your family, and your loved ones, but make sure that you're getting that equal reciprocity. That means not coming off as if you don't need them. Again, this was over here was all about, not speaking your emotions and how you truly feel. If you need support from your family and your friends and your lovers, tell them you need that support. So you have to speak up, else, you won't get what you need. You'll be feeling used, and then you'll get so frustrated, you'll start exploding on people, and that's not going to help you at all. So that's what I'm getting here for you, Aquarius man. Now we're going to move on to the Divine Timing deck. This is a deck that I designed. It has various points of time. All right, so I'm going to pull 3. It may resonate with your situation. If it does, you'll know. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Don't try to make it fit. It's just a little something extra I'm adding to the reading here. All right, so we got 2 cards. We just need 1 more for Aquarius man. All right, so timing not confirmed. So this could be a situation here where you're trying to figure out how long is it going to take, when is this going to happen? It could have something to do with you and the actions that you take. And as soon as you take the necessary precaution or action, then a more defined time frame can be provided. There could also be that there's some things going on in the background that you don't know about. The universe could have their hand in something for you, and there are some other parts that play a vital role in you getting what you need. And so maybe the timing is unconfirmed with that because those things have to come into play. All right, so that could be for some of you. We also have December, so this could have been last December or this coming December. Okay, if it was last December, something significant happened in reference to your relationship with your family members, your friends, your lovers, or your career or your personal growth, you'll know. If it didn't, perhaps maybe this December may be significant. All right, and then we have April. So again, the same thing, maybe something last year, April, in these areas of your life. If not, maybe you're going to find out what you need to find out. Maybe the timing will be confirmed in April, okay? The timing that you're looking for. Maybe it will be confirmed in April. Maybe it will be confirmed in December. Okay, again, maybe something was last December or last April. So take what you can out of that. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it, all right? So let's get you some advice for the Aquarius man. We're wrapping up the men of air for March 2021. We did Gemini first, we then did Libra, and now we are doing the oracle messages for the Aquarius man. I'm going to need 3 cards for the Aquarius man in total. So 2 more for Aquarius. All right. Way too many. Way too many. Okay, 1 more. All right. So the card that came, okay, these are 2. We'll do all 4, what the hell. So we have Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Now that came out in reverse. So remember I was talking about that pent up energy, that pent up frustration from you not expressing how you truly feel. You're not bringing a gentle touch because this card came out in reverse. So you do want to take into consideration, you know, why you're holding back. Why are you not expressing yourself? Is that something that you learned at a young age? Is there something that you're afraid to lose or something that you are afraid will happen if you speak up? Because if you speak up, you won't have that much frustration and you won't have to worry about coming with a gentle touch because you won't have that pent up frustration. So you do want to take that into consideration. We also have Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. This came out in reverse. So maybe some of your frustration or aggravation, if you have it, is because maybe you're ignoring some of the smaller things, which is making your foundation a little rickety. Okay? And so you may not have a strong leg to stand on because the smaller things are not being looked at or taken care of. So the small things are those mundane tasks we don't really like to do, but they need to be done in order for us to move forward. So the small things could be something as simple as, you know, doing things to help you relax, making sure you get enough sleep, making sure you eat right, making sure you get a little bit of exercise, adding a little bit more vegetables to your meal, things like that, you know, to help you overall. And then we have Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. Now that came out in reverse. So maybe you're not seeing the big picture because there could be some things that you may have to address or that you may want to deal with so that you're able to see the big picture. Maybe you're going down a path that you shouldn't be. Maybe that's why you're not able to see the big picture. Maybe you're not listening to your intuition, but there's got to be a reason why you're not seeing the big picture. And a lot of times it's because you're not involved in things that motivate you, okay? Now we also have Be Here Now, Hummingbird Spirit. So if you are depressed, it's because you're focused on things that are going on in the past. You may want to try to resolve what that is and then move forward so that you can focus on the present. If you're too focused on what's going on in the future and what could happen and what would happen, that means you're anxious. So what the universe wants you to do is they want you to be in the here and now. Focus on what's going on right now. Don't worry about what happened in the past because you can't change that. Don't focus on what's going on in the future because it's not guaranteed. Focus on what's going on in the here and now, and that might help to bring a little bit of a resolution to what it is that you're currently experiencing. All right. So with that being said, that is what I have for the Aquarius man. I hope that this message was one that gave you some inspiration or gave you some, things to think about in reference to how you want to move forward so that you can make the best decisions for you. I want to thank you guys for checking in with the Men of Air video for March 2021. This includes that reading, and I appreciate you guys. If you need a reading, I'm at 8thhouseenergy@gmail.com. You guys take care.